We are live and we have Angel Marie who shines
Shine
on.
on.
Shine on, shine on, shine on. So, how are you doing this shine on morning?
I'm fabulous. Thank you. And thank you so much for having me. How are you? And I've been watching so many of the episodes. Beautiful, amazing people coming on. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you. And right now, okay, so we are in now the Giving Tuesday crunch time. This is the time, the magic time of the day. And I'm going to be fixing my board here with my little rag because this is the time that if we can be doing anything about vibration, Angel Marie, we are going to be vibrating that Giving Tuesday right now. $1, $1 becomes, I love this idea of dollar becomes two. Okay. A lot of people do this. And so I decided I have, okay, kind of messy, but $1 becomes $2 during this period of time. So I'm going to let you right now do some of your magic to say, okay, guys, let's shine on, and then let's donate over to the Chemo Buddies page. All right. So what are we going to do right now, Miss Angel Marie?
We're going to lift our vibrational field. And
Okay.
that means is we're going to clear it out because we look at numbers, we look at our checking account, we look at different things, and it kind of like, oh my gosh. So we don't want to do that. So what we want to do is we want to clear our vibrational field. So everybody just take their hands because we have energy in our hands. And what we do, Tamara, is we're going to take it from the top and we're going to just move down and we're going to take a deep breath in through your nose and close your mouth so that we breathe it in through our nose and out through our nose or out through our mouth. But what we're doing is we're going all the way down to our feet. And we're clearing. And then we're going to take the energy again. And we're going to take it up from the top. And we're going to breathe it down. And we're going to release any shame, blame, guilt, fear, lack. All that stuff that is a lower vibration. And we're just keep breathing while I'm talking. And everybody at home too, just go ahead and do this because you've been sleeping all night, you've had dreams, you need to get up and you've got 10 things on your mind. And we want you to be really clear that, Chemo Buddies for Life, they help. And everybody's been affected by a friend, family member, someone has been affected by about cancer. And even me personally, in my family right now, going through it. And releasing and letting go of lack mentality. And we all have the lack mentality, but yet, giving from the heart, giving and seeing this, even $1, $5, $10, whatever that is, energy of money, we're going to release the energy of money around you. And this is the key because we get stuck in money, like that wanting. So that energy of wanting, it actually blocks us. So energy of love, energy of joy, energy of appreciation. Let's change the energy and the money to being the same vibrational field of joy. Joy is a very high vibration.
I love it.
Shifting that energy. And we're saying we shift it because energy of money is just money. And they go, no, Angel, it's really hard to get to. And then, no, you can manifest. You really can manifest anything. You're limitless. So by you giving, because now we're clear, and you can even do like the shine on shake that I do on stage.
Right.
Moving and get you moving. So if you're at home, come on, let's move it out, move it out, move it out, move it out. There you go. And release that lower vibration, or we could say negative, but I don't like negative, but just lower vibration. And as we release it, we know that money is abundant. Money is easy. Money is our friend. What is your relationship with money? And when we give, we don't give from, oh, well, if I give this, and then it's not from here that we're giving. It's from here. And we
Mm-hmm.
want this to be really clear. So we're going to clear out any and all of that energy as we move it out, as we move out the energy. Because most people I have found, they come from a lack mentality about money. And the thing is it's just energy. And I know that's a hard concept because I've talked to so many. It's a really hard concept. But Red, be friends with money. Be friends with money and really bring it in.
Mm-hmm.
What this is doing is helping us in our lives, throughout our lives. And it's also helping to be able to give.
Mm-hmm. I love that. And you have within the Shine On movement and everything, you actually have a daily routine that you do, right? To get that day moving, and you welcome the day, and you suggest everybody to welcome the day, and the people in your day or the animals in your day, right?
Absolutely. And what it really looks like is waking up and being in bed, yes, and not opening your eyes at first, and start doing some stretches, really just doing some stretches and saying, oh, I love my bed. Oh, I love that I slept. Oh, I love that. And see, what I'm doing is I'm putting that love vibration around me.
I love it. I love
And,
it.
and sometimes, I love my job, but if you don't love your job, don't say that, because your brain's not going to agree with you.
Right, right, right.
So
You have to be in
maybe,
alignment.
yeah, everything is about being in alignment. So I appreciate my job. You see, I
Right.
appreciate my job. I love what I do for a living. And then as you're stretching, literally stretching in bed and stretching your legs and stretching out. And then you can even start, for me, it's good morning, good morning, good morning. And as soon as I do that, my dog Shine,
Yeah, Shine. I love
she jumps up
Shine.
on my bed because she's not allowed on the bed. Then I let her jump up and I'm like, good morning, Shine. Good morning, Shine. And do you see that energy that I'm creating? So maybe you have a cat, or you have a dog, or maybe you're next to your partner in bed, and say good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And do you see we're raising our chi, which is energy, which is our vibrational field.
Uh-huh.
And maybe your partner's in bed and they're like, eh. So get out of bed. If that's get out of bed and get into that mirror and saying good morning and looking in the mirror right there and saying good morning. And take that big breath. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I'm so excited. It's Tuesday. I'm so excited for the day. I appreciate my job. Go ahead and do a dialogue. And that dialogue will help. And then you're moving your hands. And what am I doing? I'm moving because if we think about it at night, our body is doing what? It's moving all the toxins and everything out. And it's like a janitor. It's moving it out to the hallway. And it's moving all of the toxins out into your veins, out into the main artery. So it's moving it out, right? It's moving it out. So when you go downstairs or up, I live upstairs, downstairs. When you do that and you take orange juice, it's cold and it runs back in. You don't want to do orange juice. We don't want to do even coffee. It's going to run back in. All those toxins are going to go right back in. So big tip, Tamara, is 6 ounces to 8 ounces of warm water.
Yes, I've heard that too. And do you put lemon in it?
Up to you. You can do lemon, you can do lime, you can whatever you'd like to do. Right. But just don't overdo it. I mean, it's the water and it's the warmness, because when you chug it, really chug it. And this is why I always have water, because it's so important. Right. When you chug the water, not sip it, when you chug it, what it does is it helps all the toxins release. And you start to move your energy, right? And that's what we want to do, is we want to move our energy so that it moves all the toxins out. And then give about a half an hour, but I want you to do something. And everybody, if you're in a cold place, which some of you are, I mean, I'm in Phoenix, you're in California. We're not really cold place.
No.
Just walk in place. How long can you walk in place? Most people, not very long.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, they won't do it. They get bored. They try to go too fast, and it's really a movement. It's really a slower movement. And what you're doing is you're really releasing the toxins, but it's the toxins here, right? The toxins here that can say, I don't have enough. What am I going to do? If I don't have this, I already know what I'm going to make for the week. And oh my gosh, what if something else happens? And it's like, stop with the what ifs and the whys. Be in the now. I appreciate that I'm walking. I appreciate my water. I appreciate my bed. I appreciate my partner. I appreciate
shine.
Yeah, shine. The biggest one is I appreciate my hair. I appreciate my eyes. I appreciate who I am. I appreciate my strength. I appreciate, so you see, it's appreciation of here. Most of the time we don't do that, do we?
Yeah, every day I have to say, and the way you do it, because I already know the answer because I know you. And that's why I wanted you here in the morning, because we did this last year, and it set the tone for the day in such a great way. Now, are you going to do your song?
Oh my gosh. I can do my song. Do you think that, yes, not do you think, I think that this would be a great idea.
Song, and then we'll bring Amanda on. And so, yes, because I have to just say, I love that song. It's like, okay, but I have to say, raise the vibration to go to Chemo Buddies and donate. Okay, there we go.
And the thing is, too, is this organization and what you're doing and creating this beautiful to donate is so important, because I've had so many people in my life that I've had so many people in my life that they've needed this. And we don't want to say that, but we do. And to donate $1, $5, $10, it's not that much. And it can help so much to be able to, and I don't know why it's not playing. There we go. Okay. So here we go. Remember, move your body, create the energy. We usually go out, and I'm going to show you out, in, out, up.
Yep.
And here we go.
Okay.
You got ambition, fire, and soul. Look within your heart. Let your spirit flow. Ask for what you want. Show them what you got. Take it to the top. Don't you ever stop. Shine, shine, shine on. Now here you go. Come on, let's move it, everybody. Raise the vibration.
Shine, shine, shine on.
Looking for the answers, seeking you will find. Open up your heart, leave it all behind. Smile and laugh, always give back, right?
Right.
Show them who you are. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise the vibration.
Raise the vibration.
Shine on. Yeah. Secret. You are. You know who you are. Look within you, breathe and focus. You're that shining star. You are that shining star. Share it.
Shine, shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine on. I love it.
Don't you fake it. Be just who you are. Be who you are.
That's right.
You're the answer. You're that
shining star.
Shine. Shine. Shine on. Yeah, raise it.
Raise the vibration. Shine. Shine on.
All that you can see, all that you can be. Breathe into your heart. Don't you ever stop. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine, shine, shine. Yeah! There we go.
Angel Marie, I just absolutely adore you. Thank you for shining on with us. We're going to now bring up Amanda to the line, and Amanda is going to be talking with us about healing through awareness. So, welcome, Amanda, and thank you so much, Angel Marie. I love you, and you know it. Wasn't that fun, Amanda? I saw you doing some of the shine on too, right?
I was actually recording on the camera, watching what my chakras were doing as you were singing your song, Angel, and it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful vibration. So thank you for waking me up with that as well.
You're welcome. So thank you so much. And donate to this beautiful cause because it really matters. You matter. Remember, change your mindset, energize your life, and you will shine on. Absolutely. And Chemo Buddies really helps that and helps so many people.
Thank you. And share. Everybody be sharing today because today is the day of caring. Today is Giving Tuesday, and it's one day a year that's set aside for this. So thank you, Angel Marie. This is our second year now that you started the Shine On.
Yay!
Giving Tuesday. Yeah. Yay. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you soon.
See you soon. Bye now.
Okay, bye. So Amanda, you have a way. Let me. There we go. You have a way of being able to see people's actual vibration, right?
It's a crazy thing. Yes. Thank you so much, first of all, for having me on. This is amazing. I know you have so many people that have worked so hard to make this happen, and this is my first year, and I'm just honored to be here. And this is the first time I've been able to meet you. So yes, and I heard you're also a survivor. So that's awesome.
So yes, you're a survivor?
Yes, I am.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay.
Aaron got a hold of me because of that. But I was born with this innate gift of being able to see people's colors. And I thought that everybody could see colors. And I shut it off for a very long time. And I believe that we're all extremely gifted. I believe that you have the ability to enhance any kind of gift you want. And I didn't. I shut it off actually until I got cancer because the reason that cancer decided to come into my life when it did was because my father committed suicide a couple of years before that. And I was just in a terrible place. And I really needed a wake-up call. I needed some sort of awareness, right? I needed to come back to reality and be like, hey, you are a mom and a wife and you have beautiful kids and you have this huge passion. So you need to go live that. And when I started to enhance and wake up my gifts, I found out about a camera, and it is called an interactive camera, and it goes with biofeedback. So it actually reads
I've seen those.
Right. Yeah, it reads the energy that comes through your palm. And the technology now is so advanced. It's incredible. And so I'm able to show people what I see. And sometimes I don't agree with the camera. So we shut the camera off, we turn the camera back on, and I'm like, hold on, we're going to do it has to match what I see. So I absolutely love it. And I have a couple examples that Aaron wanted me to show you guys. And, I can answer questions, whatever you want to do.
Okay, well, first, before we do that, I'm going to do my plug because I am doing a plug here a lot because, we only get this day once a year where $1 becomes $2 on Giving Tuesday, guys. And this is a movement at Chemo Buddies for Life. And in fact, I will write it down. Chemo Buddies for Life. Go to the Chemo Buddies for Life page. I hadn't been sending people there because of the fact that this match had not started yet. But on Facebook, if you go to the Chemo Buddies for Life page and donate there, we really now, it's got to be at least maybe 1,500, I would think, is that we to get on track for us to reach our goal. That's what this day is all about. It is to raise funds for this movement to be able to take it to those who need it. So, yes, you are a survivor, and during that time you decided that you were going to reconnect with your gifts. So you actually physically, through your eyes, see what the camera sometimes sees. Sometimes you agree with it, and sometimes you don't, is what I'm hearing, right?
Yeah. So it's actually through. It's hard to explain it. So if I were to look at your colors, I could tell that you have a lot of green and you also have a lot of yellow in your aura. So I see that through my eyes. So I'm aware of it, but it comes through as a message. It's extremely difficult to explain. It's not like you see clouds or you see a car or that kind of sight. But I absolutely do see it. I don't know how
Okay,
else.
so I'm curious, what does green and yellow mean?
So green is you're a natural healer. Yellow, I love my yellows. I actually, yellows are the reason I wake up because, and I tell every single person that have ever sat in front of it has any yellow in them. You fight battles that no one knows you fight. You go into places where we all have them, right? We all have doubts and insecurities and all this stuff, but yours is, it's what lights you on fire. It's what keeps you moving and going, and no one knows the things that you go through on the inside.
Wow.
And the green is a total healer. They love people. People drive them crazy, but they absolutely love to be around people. Their family is the most important thing to them. And they love animals and they love plants. And they're beautiful people.
Oh, well, thank you. Wow. Wow, that was very cool right there. That's very cool. Well, thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
So, okay, so let's go into this. I mean, where this is fascinating through awareness. So, how does this help those that like I have this community. There are people that are affected by cancer, right? Either the patient or those people that love and support them. And in knowing what your aura is, what can that do to help them to go forward?
So I like to use analogies when I teach. And the analogies I like to use are, have you ever wanted to buy a car? And so say you want a red Nissan Altima, and I don't even know what that looks like, but it just popped in my head. So
Okay.
if you want a red Nissan Altima, all of a sudden you start driving around and you see red Nissan Altimas everywhere, right? Everywhere you go. There's one in the parking lot, your neighbor buys one. Like it actually happened in my neighborhood. My neighbor bought a gray Toyota Tacoma truck, and 2 days later, they hadn't talked to each other and they hadn't seen each other. The other neighbor came home with a silver Toyota Tacoma, the exact same truck. So
wow.
it's the law of attraction, but on a whole nother level of being aware of what you are surrounded by. And I always said that my cancer journey was for the people around me because we all learned so much. I was so blessed. It was a 4-month journey. I don't compare my story to anyone because I was so blessed, but it woke me up in a way where I could help other people. And I've been a chemo buddy since 2012. I just didn't know that chemo buddies actually existed. So it's really cool to be here. But I had a friend and she recommended 2 books to me. One was The Secret by Rhonda Burns, which is a book and it's a movie. And I challenge people to watch it every day for 30 days, read the book at least 10 minutes a day. And the second was a little tiny book called You Can Heal Your Life by Louise L. Hay. And
okay, love her stuff. Yeah.
It's so good. And I looked up what cancer meant and it said guilt and resentment. And I was like, oh my gosh, well, I know people in my life that have guilt and resentment, and I hold that a little bit too. And I don't believe that cancer hits us because of something. I think that it hits us so we can. And I love that saying, because so we can overcome, so we can inspire, so we can
Yeah.
bring awareness, so we can, right? It's just such a bigger statement than fighting or anything else, right? I got
Mhm.
cancer so that I could step into my full power. And so with those two little things, I started saying the affirmations every single day. I said them 200 times a day. I got really mad at God, and I said, you know what, you're going to take this from me because I have a big purpose here. So I quote unquote spoke it to the mountain, and my doctor said I was a miracle. But the awareness of the tools that I had inside of my body, your body can heal anything. There's no incurable anything. It's the mind that has the disease, right? The discomfort. And when we become aware that we have cancer, we see cancer and death and hurt and heartache and frustration and hair loss and trauma and all of that stuff. And then we become focused on that.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's
And
what we target.
and I'm going here to see what we have people saying. We have Christy is here. Christy, good to see you. She's one of our tech volunteers that has helped to create our amazing website, of which we're going to go and check out in a few minutes and see how it's doing. And we have Angel Marie. She's here with or Aura Photos. Yes, very cool, right? And thank you so much for being here, my dear. It's fun, right? I mean, I love that. Shine, shine. Okay, so I know I just keep
I
going.
know I'm going to be singing that all day long.
I know. And thank you, Christy. Facebook .com/chemo buddies for life /. It's that $1 becomes $2, and it's for a very limited time, because if we don't capture that now, then that money is going to be gone, and $1 would be $1. I think $1 becoming $2 is a great deal. So we'll see if we can get people to engage in that. Not if,
How do
let's
you
do it.
donate? Do you go to the website to donate?
Yeah, let me, great question. Let me do this. I am going to actually screen share and show right now uh, this right here, because let me just get all of this and have a little object lesson. Thank you for asking that, Amanda. And let's see here. Share. And there we go. So see, right there, we have the donate tab, right? That is our page there on Facebook. And it's that blue little button that says donate right under the banner.
Very
And
cool.
and that is as easy as it is. It's a PayPal account, and the way that they work it is it goes into the PayPal giving fund, which right now for this, until those funds are gone and they've matched other funds, we qualify. We're one of the 501c3s that is listed as a viable nonprofit to qualify for this program. So thank you for asking. All right.
Absolutely. People buy coffee every day, and I know in my coffee line we pay it forward, and so it's a really good way to donate to a good cause instead of paying it forward with coffee today. That $5 that you donated to that could go to somebody actually having an experience with somebody else. And I know that if I wouldn't have had people to love and support me during my journey, I honestly wouldn't have been as well off. I had people holding my hand during my surgery. I had people writing me letters, and all of that stuff is so important. And we don't understand the daily struggle of feeling worthless or unbeautiful, or the sleepless nights, the sickness that comes along with it, the struggle with your children. My babies were so little, and it's such a beautiful thing to know that you have somebody like you that's backing this up and actually pushing for people to have support all over the world. Like that's amazing.
Thank
Amazing,
you.
Tamara.
Thank you. Thank you. And that's why I'm now at a point where I am becoming the broken record, because I am not going to be shy about this, because this is just too important. It one day a year that I am out here saying, okay, whiteboard, sign, shine on. Let's raise the vibration with and the idea, and I love that pay it forward idea. And I often say, with the coffee cup,
Oh my gosh, I love that.
that that can you just bypass the fancy coffee today, and like you said, pay it forward, that $5, that $20. It's relative to where you sit and where you stand in your life with your finances. And quite honestly, if you can give more, I'm going to ask, because 500 turns to 1,000, 1,000 turns to 2,000, 5,000 turns to 10,000. It is that match that you go out there and you look and look and look for those companies that will possibly match you. And the good news is it is completely tax deductible.
Right. And we're coming up on the end of the year, and I know some people need those write-offs, right?
Exactly,
So
exactly.
charity to donate to. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So your cancer journey, and then your awareness to go ahead and start tapping into your gifts. How did that look? I mean, how long did it take you? Was it immediate? Did it take a while?
Well, it was scary because when you start helping other people, you start getting to know yourself really well. And sometimes when you get to know yourself really well, there's some things you've got to change, and there's some habits that you have to get rid of. And being aware of those things is a little bit scary, honestly. And when you get intimate with yourself, you get to peel some of the layers. And I tell everybody, all my clients, because I'm a metaphysical intuitive coach, I actually help people open up their gifts, and through awareness, of course. But when we start to peel the layers, I tell everybody we're like an onion. We're hard and crusty on the outside. We don't let a lot of people in. And then as we peel those beautiful layers, the inside of an onion, the very inside of an onion, is actually sweet. And sometimes you never actually get to taste that sweetness because you're consistently concentrating on all the outside, thicker, uglier layers, right? And so I have my aura camera up, Tamara.
Okay.
If you want me to show you some examples of how this works.
I would love that. I'm fascinated. Yes.
Okay, so I have it on me right now,
Okay.
which is also intimidating and exciting at the same time. But I wanted to show you when we were doing that Shine On song, I went ahead and was recording, and so I actually want to play what that looked like. And the way that the camera works is it takes about 10 to 15 seconds for it to calibrate, and once it calibrates, then it starts reading the energy. So as you can see, the woman on the screen is spinning. So she's got all of her chakras. There's 7 different
I'm not
chakras.
seeing the screen right now. So where is the screen?
Okay. I'll click one more button.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
So let me bring it up. Okay.
There we go. So I'll move this out of the way. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay. So here we go. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, because I can't see you. All right, so what I did is I just went to the playback because I recorded during that beautiful song of angels, and I wanted to see what my energy did during the song. And so it turned me into a beautiful light blue, which is gorgeous. Let's see. Play. Oh, what is it doing? I love technology.
Yes.
Sometimes it's really awesome. I don't know, that reporter's not open. Let's see. We just want it to play. There we go. Okay, so it takes about 10 to 15 seconds for the machine to calibrate, and it starts to explain all this awesome stuff to us about our energy and our chakras and all of that good stuff. And what you can see on this woman here is all of her 7 power centers, her chakras. So there's the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, your heart. You've got your throat, which is where you speak from. You've got your third eye, which is where you see from. And then you have your crown chakra. And the crown chakra is where we get a lot of our information from. It's where we get a lot of our insight. And a lot of people walk around with really wide open crown chakras, but they don't feel very grounded or centered on the earth. And that's why we have a lot of migraines and stuff like that. But as she was singing her song, it actually opened my heart completely up. Do you see this? It's so
Yes.
beautiful. And
Wow.
I wasn't actually vocalizing anything. And my throat became very open as well, which meant that I was able, when you have an open throat chakra that's balanced with the rest of you, it means that you have the ability to speak your truth and you feel comfortable in your own skin. So when it was all said and done, it's now playing it over again. But when it was all said and done, my heart was super open. I was bringing in intuitive, and my mind was completely at peace. Do you see this beautiful light blue?
Right. Yeah.
Um, and that's a play-by-play of the whole thing. So then it actually pulls a 15-page report. And with that report, it actually explains everything about your aura and your chakras and all of that stuff. So this was the report that it pulled through that entire thing. And so my chakras are totally balanced. My heart is open. I'm being intuitive in this arena, right? Because I'm getting on and I'm speaking and I'm following my intuition and all that good stuff. So that's pretty open for me right now. But it brought in so much peace. I just wanted to share it, and I think it's absolutely amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
And you know, and Angel's here. So, you know, she's enjoying watching this, you know, it's thank you for showing the Shine On song and what it's doing for people's energy. And yeah, that's pretty incredible.
It's
Uh,
amazing.
and love your cup. You know, or let's see, wait a minute, it just moved. Love your cup, give from the heart. Oh, very cool.
Mhm.
And then, wow, that's amazing. I agree, Carol Brown. It is truly amazing. So, what what can it do for someone that is struggling, like a buddy, when they're first being diagnosed, and you know, like what do you notice when people are having trauma or block or something? Does that show through in the colors too? And does it, I mean, I hate to ask it, but are there such colors as like black and those kind of colors where
Yeah. Yeah. So the second part of this that I wanted to show you is what some of the before and afters look like when you've got some healing stuff. And so
okay,
this is a class that I just did because I'm a foot zone practitioner. So we do a lot of stuff with foot zones.
okay,
But this is actually a before and after. Oh, let's see. Got to go back to it. Hang on. Okay. So right here, do you see how this has this red up right here?
okay, wait a minute, you need to bring it up one more time.
Oh, I wonder why. I must have to click share. Okay, yeah, I do. Hang on just a second. Share.
Okay,
Share. Okay, there we go. Now I got to find it again because it went away.
okay.
Uh-oh. Oh, I must have closed it. Let me stop sharing and I'll get it again real quick. Because what it does is it actually shows people what their befores and afters look like, which is absolutely amazing for awareness, because when you can see that your energy has gaps in it and you can see that you've got something attached to your ankles, or you have, and it's usually where the cancer is. Like, we can't medically diagnose or cure anything, obviously, but we can show people, which I think is really neat.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's
I'm so sorry.
incredible, actually. That's okay. I mean, even just the concept of it right now is fascinating to me because of the fact that when you think about what it is that we're dealing with within the community, and helping people, you know, the whole idea of when they come to us, what we have seen, no matter what the you know, the reality of life is that we all at some point are called to, you know, to go home, and there's no changing that. It's a matter of how we help people here and now to get through something, and to have it so visible that it's that third party validation is what basically I'm seeing right now, is like, okay, yeah, this is where they may be, but this is where we now can help them to go and help them who to be, to who they can become.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you put your own hand on the camera and then somebody else right next to you puts their hand on the camera and the pictures are completely different, it is just mind-blowing to see how people's energy is so different. And so this one is the can you guys see my mouse okay? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I think. Okay, so this right here means that there's a little bit of a block, right? And so they're not willing or able to let people fully in or let others fully see them, right? It's also a sign of leadership. There's some really good things that go along with this. But this right here shows that there's like this intuitiveness that's trying to come through. But the chakras, they might look like they're very similar to somebody who doesn't know any better, but the orange and the yellow are completely different. And so what this means with the orange is that they want to take action. They have this burning desire for something to come about, but they aren't taking any action on it because of the fear, right? So after a healing session or after opening up or after awareness, or, I've seen people change their aura just because they thought about something different, right? They bring in love, they bring in anger, they bring in frustration, whatever it is. And this one actually puts them in an action mode. They want to take action on it now, and they might even be already starting to take action up here, which is what's going to create those results, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So the next one, so this is healing and imbalance versus balanced healing and peace. So this person was trying really hard to bring in peace, but do you see how it's kind of like a hat and it was capped off?
Yeah.
All the chakras are kind of out of whack, right? They're kind of all over the place. This is a migraine. When it's open like this on the third eye, it's just super open. And so after a healing session, this is joy and optimism. This is that beautiful yellow I was telling you that you have. Inner peace is now coming from the inside. They're bringing in peace instead of trying to bring it down upon themselves. And their chakras actually are all balanced in a good way because they're speaking their truth. They're listening to their intuition and their heart centered now. So it's just the awareness of it actually creates the healing. And that's why I wish that we could get into like the medical field and show them this kind of stuff so that there's more of that excitement and that enthusiasm and the positivity versus the fear and that kind of stuff, which it's going to happen. You're going to have fear when you find out you have cancer, right? Okay. So this is somebody that was having a really hard time setting boundaries. This is somebody who was getting walked all over, having a really difficult time saying no. Blues, I call blues my beautiful doormats because they have a heck of a time saying no. They say yes until they have nothing left of themselves, right? They usually have the extra weight because they're trying to protect themselves with padding. And so as you can see here, after a healing session and after working with me, we put up a little bit of a boundary there for them. And we said, listen, you can actually say no, it's okay. And so that's that beautiful boundary wall for them. And then they're now bringing in some intuition so they can listen to their own mind and their own heart. Cool, huh? Did I lose you?
Let's see. And
oh, there you are.
Yes, and so what I have a question if you don't mind me asking because I don't know the answer. And that is, how long ago was it that you faced cancer?
2012.
2012. And you said that you had a buddy during that time.
I had a couple actually. I actually worked with one of the men that was in The Secret. His name is Bob Proctor.
Okay.
He let me call him every week and he would give me advice. And when I would cry, he would tell me to change the radio station. And yeah, my husband, my sister, like I just had some incredible people.
Let's see. We have a question. How do we gain access to this? And are you talking Chemo Buddies for Life, or are you talking the machine, the camera? I have a feeling. I'm not sure what she is saying. Yes, we can't wait to do mine again. And I appreciate the fact that you're sharing this because of the fact that I do believe that if we were to have some of our buddies go through one of these camera sessions and when they first came to us, and then after they had been with our program for a period of time, I can it would be very, very interesting to see the results, because this is something that you talk about third party validation. I mean, we've had doctors that have asked our buddies, "What are you doing?" and encouraged us to actually do something, and that is third party validation. But to have an actual physical picture of saying, okay, this is what it was like when you were feeling isolated, afraid, and scared. And now that you've got a buddy, now that you've got something that is going forward and you are moving forward in a healthy way, that has got to be something that would be absolutely trackable.
It's amazing. It's amazing to show people just the energy, just the difference in their chakras, right? And the difference. My husband and I actually got into a pretty heated conversation about buying another camera, and it was kind of like a funny conversation. And so I had him, he was kind of upset, and I had him get on the camera, and he had holes in his energy and his heart was super big. He was trying to communicate with me. He's a man. And we were in a pretty heated conversation, and I told him, I said, just go to your happy place, wherever that is, for 5 minutes. And then after you get done, let's put your hand on the camera again and let's see where you're at. Well, he was in a completely different space. In a matter of 5 minutes, his energy was sealed again. His heart was balanced. He felt like he could communicate with me. I use it with my kids. I mean, I love the awareness that you can get through something like this. There's tons of different machines, right? There's people that have these all over the place. So it's not specifically something that I do. I just want people to know how much you can heal through the awareness of something. Like even the awareness of getting cancer, you're going to live your life in a different way, right? You're not going to live the same that you lived before you had it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so am I hearing you right? You put your hand on the camera? Okay.
Yeah, so this is the actual camera. And
Oh,
so
wow.
it's just a pad, and it's actually because I put my hand on it a couple of times this morning, but it's a bioenergetic field. And so it reads the energy that comes through, and it's a circuit board that runs with a program. And they run, like if you wanted to buy a system like this, they're super expensive.
I bet.
But
Yeah.
yeah, we've used it I've used it with my kids when they're having a bad day at school. It's amazing. And when you have that knowledge of what you look like with some gaps, and then you work on, like the Shine On song, that literally seals your energy and raises your vibration, then you know that doing a meditation, you know that doing affirmations, you know that giving from your heart actually makes you feel like a better whole person. So yeah, I love what it does. It's amazing.
Well, thank you for sharing this with us. I can see why Erin was like insistent that we find a way to make this work. And when she was talking about it, and I was trying to understand, and when I was telling her about Angel, it was like, okay, I believe that this is going to be like a great pairing. And it could not have been more interesting, right?
So amazing. Yeah, I loved being able to experience the camera with her singing, because I was watching, like we have people that are in different churches and they sing different songs, and we put their hands on the camera while they're singing. And have you ever heard of Dr. Emoto and the Secrets of Water?
No.
He has a really good book that actually shows what crystal does, what water does when you speak to it. So you can actually, when you speak different words, like you speak love and you speak anger and you speak all those things, it actually changes the vibration of your body. And so there's a really cool test. I'll give you guys this just as kind of a fun little thing. Take an apple.
Okay.
Cut it in half and put it in 2 mason jars. You can seal the lids on both of them. And then put them in 2 different spots in your house. Speak love to one. Speak hate or completely ignore the other one for 3 weeks, and look at the difference of the two.
Okay.
You'll never say another negative thing to yourself ever again. You won't call yourself old or fat or ugly or worthless. You won't look at yourself in the mirror and think, oh my gosh, I'm getting so old, right? You won't do that stuff, because you know how powerful the vibration of love and the awareness of having that, what you speak actually matters.
Absolutely, it does. It does. It does. And so I am going to speak Giving Tuesday.
I
Because,
should have got my money gun out.
yes, there you go. Well, I have a fart gun. Does that count? Yeah, I gotta have some fun. But
You do.
Giving Tuesday. I mean, I know that I'm really harping on this, but I'm to hear that you are a survivor, that you understand how important it is to have that community, to be able to be understood, and that you could even put an aura around it. If you're feeling isolated and alone, that's not a pretty aura, I'm sure. And that is what too many people are experiencing. And we are doing something about it. So share, share this segment. Start watch parties on what we're doing, because we have been putting together, I have to say, I'm really proud of the programming that we have put together for that we've already experienced and for the day still to come. And please, let's do this, because hopefully you will never, I know that you, Amanda, have, but hopefully those watching this are never going to have to actually face cancer. Too many are. And if you are, this program that we have, Chemo Buddies for Life, it's a nonprofit 501c3 that is actually making a difference, and we are serving those people front line and center. We're not a bloated situation. We are making a difference, and so I know what it's like to see someone that you love feeling isolated and alone, and being helpless to do anything about it, because I was that person that was helpless to do something about my mom, and I committed that that would change. And so let's do this, guys. Let's do this. It's I love it, Amanda, when you're talking about people in the line that do the pay it forward, or and let's pay it forward with our coffee.
I love it.
Because it doesn't have to be difficult to make a difference, because when you're thinking, the math is simple. If we have, I don't know how many friends you have on your page, but I've got quite a few. And if yes, so if there you go, and if all of our friends, between the two of us, did $5 each, we right now would fulfill our goal, plus it would be matched. It would be doubled. We would be looking at
$20,000 right now.
Right. So let's do this. Let's do this. And thank you, Amanda, for coming on and explaining what green and yellow mean in aura, and that was fun. And for sharing what it looked like for Angel and the Shine On. That was amazing. This was a fun segment, and I
appreciate so much for having me. Yes, thank you for having me. And I look forward to anybody who shares from my personal page. I'll actually donate $1. So if you're watching this on my personal Facebook page, thank you for jumping on and supporting me, because I have an amazing following, and I love each and every one of you on my Facebook page. So if you click share from my page, I'm actually going to be donating $1 for every share. So I'll go ahead and post that. And
oh, I love it. You know it. I love it. Okay, so anybody that's coming on, that's a challenge too. I'm going to take that as a challenge to anybody else that does that. I think that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Well, thank you very much, Amanda. You're amazing. We'll have to have you back and have you be a part of the community, because you truly are a buddy. You qualify to be one. And I would love to get you involved in our community to help make a difference.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much for all your hard work. And I send you so much love and energy for the rest of your day, because you've got so much going on. So thank you so much for having me on. You guys have a good day.
Bye.